I feel like that jag off that you say something and you put it out in the universe and then it comes back to bite you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you remember that episode that we did or I did
Mm-hmm.
some point a few months ago where I said, just wait until the property taxes start going up. Because,
Yep.
I've owned enough properties in my time and I've been through enough ups and downs in the economy to know what's coming. And we did that, or I did that video saying what's coming, and what came today came. Get my mail. Actually, I check my mail like, once a month or something, but it's a stack of mail. There's a letter, notice of assessment. I'm like, here we go. It's like, I shouldn't open my mouth. It's, I jinxed myself. But I opened it up and my property taxes are going up about 35%.
Jeez.
And, this business group says 20%. I think they said last year average like 25% or something, the whole real estate market. Don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind, I've made no improvements to this property. And a lot of times, if you add a deck or a pool or an addition, they will reassess you after you close out your building permit. And then your taxes go up because you added value to the property. I ain't had no value to this property. It's same old property, different day. Now my taxes went up thousands of dollars a year, hundreds of dollars a month. And what I was trying to say in the prior episode, King, was there's a whole lot of my neighbor is going to get reassessed, right? And he has no intentions of selling that house.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care what the value of his house is. And I get it. The value goes up and you plan on selling, good for you. But for everybody else in the neighborhood that's not selling, they're just going to have to eat the bigger tax bill. And they don't get the benefit from the higher property prices because they don't plan on selling. I'm assuming you haven't gotten your assessment yet.
No, and now that you've said that, it's just more incentive not to check my mailbox.
It's like the guy on TV. It's like, if you get a jury duty thing, you toss it. Like,
Yeah.
no, but you're still gonna get your
Yeah, no
assessment,
doubt.
unfortunately. But it's irritating because if you did buy a house, did you budget for that?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start paying now. You got to pay 100, 200, 300, $400, or depending on your home, or more per month on average, right? Or your taxes for winter and summer. Did you budget that? Um, I think a lot of people are about to get a surprise bill here in the next 12 to 18 months. And then for what, King?
Yeah.
What do you think you get extra for that extra property increase?
Free breakfast, hopefully.
Yeah, this ain't the Holiday Inn Express. Right?
Like it does go back to our initial conversation, James, and it really dampens all that hype and the happiness people were getting when housing prices were shooting up. Or I guess they still are pretty high, but there's no free lunch, I guess, and it really makes that point that you can't make free money and not have it somehow taxed a little bit so that you feel the hurt a little bit.
There is no free money in this world, no matter what they tell you. My complaint is for the 35% is going to go up. Everyone's like, well, you should be happy. You blah, 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 and you made this. I'm like, well, the assessment went up that much. Right? It's not, my house didn't go up that much. And I am also not planning on selling it, so I don't care. And then people make the argument that, well, assessments are usually at 50% of your value. So what are you complaining about? And I'm like, that's just a formula. Whether they say your taxes are 1% of 50% of the price, or it's a 0.5% at the full price, what's the difference, King?
Yeah, right.
It's the same money. That's just their formula. So I'm just basing it off the formula. And I think they do that on purpose to try to confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's gamify the property taxes so you'll see how bad it is. But for that 35% increase, I'm not going to get anything extra. So hundreds more out a month. I'm going to have the same terrible road at the end of my driveway. I'm still gonna blow out another rim and a pothole. I got the
Yeah.
same fire and the same police. I got the same everything, the same parks. Nothing changes for that 35% increase. And it's like, well, what do you get to do with the money then?
Right. Right. It does
You're
make
gonna
a strong case. Sorry, James, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
It makes a strong case for what feels like a flat tax, right? Like, or some way to regulate, for people that don't anticipate selling their home. Why, based on stuff that they don't have control over, do they have to pay more taxes? Because of a bubble, so that, like that kind of stuff needs to change.
And what I've noticed about any government entity on the planet is that if they can find a way to collect more money, they will just find a way to spend more money. How many rebate checks have you gotten back from your city, county, or state government?
Yeah, right, right.
We're about to get on the state of Michigan for the car insurance. I don't know why. It's an overfunded something, but that's about it. Like you don't, and they still can't fix the roads, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I think it sucks for the people that didn't see this coming, and it's just a lot of people, probably where I grew up, the working class, lower middle class type area, you weren't planning on spending that extra $200 a month, and you're going to get it, and you can't get out of it. You can go to the city and fight it, but then a lot of times you got to pay for state certified appraisal and all that stuff. Who's got time for that crap?
Yeah.
But it's like, and then what's going to happen is the market's going to crash when they start raising interest rates, and then and I said this in the other episode, and then your housing value is going to go back down. They probably won't be in such a hurry to come reassess
Right.
your property again.
Yeah. Oh wait, we've figured out how to spend all this money now, and we can't. Right.
And maybe there's some law that they have to do it every year. I don't know. Someone can drop a comment and educate me on that one, but it just seems like they always raise them a little bit faster than if they ever lower them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're right. They start spending all that new money. Well, now they need the revenue.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. Like life is very good at throwing bills at you when you don't need them. And like just when you think you're in the clear, life seems to throw another bill at you. So this is just right in line with that. Like, everybody's so happy that the housing prices go up, but no. Here's a bill for you.
There's always another bill.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you need to know in life. It's you work with people to help them get their debt paid down and stuff, and it's like, all right, you hit zero, we hit your goal. And then the next day, like, oh, I just had something hit for like $120. I wasn't expecting that. It's like, this is why I always say focus on income, because you can and will blow through all your savings on a long enough timeline with inflation. And if you keep making sure you're bringing extra income in all the time and building that, you can fight off this type of stuff here. So if you think about the property taxes, I'm going to make a big number here just for round numbers. If your property taxes are $10,000 a year, and you keep the house 5 years, you spend $50,000 on property tax.
Yeah, right.
How much does your home have to appreciate for you to cover the property tax and just a realtor to sell it?
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good investment to you?
No. That's why we've talked about it before. The house is really just a forced savings account more than an investment.
As I say, it's America's favorite savings account.
Mm-hmm. Right. TF.
There's people that there are like long-term investments in homes. I don't want to say it's not a good investment, but the people that are saying I kept my house for 5 years and I made this much never seem to calculate in all this stuff. But you know who does that, Kane? The people with rental properties.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever looked at a rental before?
No, not seriously. No.
I was looking at, there's an investor group and we were looking at buying like 25 homes or something. So I started looking around at what people were charging for the homes in the area that are similar price, and then you work backwards off that number. You can get the property tax, you know what the homeowners like insurance would cost, and all the carrying costs to do that. And you always realize that you can take the base cost of the home, let's say, even after 20% down, and then you look at what the principal and interest is, the homeowner's insurance, and you add all that stuff up, and let's just say that rental costs you $1,200. You always notice the people renting it always charge maybe like $500 a month more above that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even for the income side of it, Kane. It's factoring in property tax increases, the upkeep, the repairs, other maintenance. And we only ever focus on that, like, I bought it at $500 and I sold for $550.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did you factor in the furnace you replaced and the person you paid to cut your lawn and that property tax increase and the water bill? Your city charges for trash. That's $27 a month.
Right.
Which is, let's call it $300 a year, 5 years. That's $1,500. People that do rentals, they track all that because it's a business. They keep that ledger of money in and money out. And that's how they figure out whether or not this investment makes sense or do I need to raise the rent. Homeowners don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I use property taxes as a good example because they cost a lot and they never go away. So and now they're going up more, which, it sucks. But,
yeah, jeez. Yeah.
But I brought it on myself. I shouldn't have put it out there. I'm sorry because I just mentioned you. Now you're probably going to get the letter in the mail.
Yeah, I would send it right to you.
Yeah. God damn it, James.
Oh, dear.
Anyways, that's all I got for this one.
All right, sounds good.